Leah Dawn apparently cannot be with us today, and so she has arranged to have Garima, who is a psychic, come and spend some time with us today. And you can find Garima's website at aligning-spiritual-alignment.com and www.spiritual-alignment.com. The link is in the chat room, and I'll put it in there again for you guys. And let me just see, like, if I have, she's a spiritual learner who's committed to finding her own inner light and spreading the light of truth and love all around. Uh-oh, another love person. Oh, for over 30 years. Okay, for over 30 years. She sounds not even 30 years old. But for over 30 years, she lived a material life. And blah, apparently she's not now. And so she went into an inward journey and took care of the hidden fears and insecurities, and all of this came out. And let's see, she must have purged herself of all of that, and is now helping share how you too can reclaim your power and live your truth. So there you go. So we'll just welcome Garima to the show. Hi, Garima.
Thank you. Hi, Chris. I'm here. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So now you have to tell us so you're a psychic, and but not necessarily a psychic medium, but what brought you here? What brought you to the exploring the metaphysical, and when were you aware of that you were psychic and all of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so as you were reading my bio, you saw that I, for the longest part of my life, I lived a very material life, and I grew up in India and went to best schools there, received really top-notch education, came to the U.S., studied at best universities here, worked at the best companies, and I was satisfied, and as they say, ignorance is bliss. I did not know what I did not know. But about 3-4 years ago, when I was carrying my child, I was pregnant with him, there was sudden awakening, and I started questioning a lot of things. For example, when I talk to somebody, why I said something, and like what's the inner energy behind everything. I started meditating at that time, which really opened my eyes to my inner world, which I wasn't aware of it at all. So by questioning everything, by understanding more about myself, I became much more aware. And I learned psychic skills from one of the persons I met before, but the real skill development happened when I joined Boulder Psychic Institute. This is based in Colorado, but they have a phone-based program where they teach people psychic skills. Now, a lot of people I met in this particular realm are psychic by birth, and people have good intuitions since they were little, since they were a child themselves. But for me, I learned the whole thing, and as they say in the spirit world, there's no language. What people do is what spirits do is they understand each other by unspoken communication, and that's what we do as psychics. So I am here as a testimony that anybody can be a psychic, anybody can learn psychic skills if they want to.
Hmm. So when you are being psychic, you're not at every moment of your life, but I mean, are you aware when you're receiving, when what you're saying is psychic and being channeled, or do you just how does that work for you? Do you see images, something?
Yes.
How do you know that what you're saying is psychic versus just your regular everyday thoughts?
Yeah, so there's always this distinction. I've done many, many readings, and initially there were readings, and thoughts would come to me, and it was called just knowingness, and I was able to do a reading based on that. But then what I learned was even though I know something, I have to receive a picture. I have to receive something in order to make sure that my thoughts are in alignment with what I am receiving. So when I'm asked that question, I would really close my eyes, receive any pictures. A lot of times I'm able to see people's auras and chakras and see the energy behind their question and kind of guide them on why this even came up in their life. So receiving is the key, making sure you're getting images, you're getting to read energy before speaking. I think that's the key for me as well.
Interesting. And so when, like, is it, did you just start, like, seeing people's auras and, like, is it really like you go out in the world and you see everybody's colorful auras around them, or do you have to particularly try?
So here, yeah, it's called psychic manners in a way, where I wouldn't zone into somebody's energies without getting permission from them. So unless a person is asking me to look into their energies, this is like a violation of their privacy. I wouldn't go and do it on my own.
Right. Right. That's good.
But if I want to, I can see their auras. But I choose not to unless they are asking me specifically to look into something.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, that's good. Some people, though, now there's a difference between, you know what I mean? Like, there's some people that, like, they'll see the auras because they can't turn that part off. You know, it's then what do you do with that? You know what I mean? And so I know that some people, they sit and they, like, psychic spy on people or something like that. And I just think that that's really wrong. And so it's good that you have the ability to, turn it on and off like that, I guess.
Yeah, and Chris, I believe most people do have that ability. They can pick and choose when they want to receive and when they want to disconnect. So as psychics, we set our own boundaries with the spirit world as well. So it's not like I'm sleeping in the middle of night, 3 a.m., and a spirit is knocking on my door, hey, I have a communication for you. That doesn't happen because I have set my boundaries that I want to receive communication within a set space, basically, when I'm in there.
Office hours, please, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I put my do not disturb tag, while sleeping, for sure.
No, and that's good. That's absolutely a right thing to do. I wonder what happens when your child, you have one child? Is that what you were saying? You have a child,
no,
a boy?
I have two beautiful children, one boy and a girl.
Okay, so like when, I'm just wondering, like 15 years from now, like how old are they?
Yeah, so one is 3 years old and the other is only 7 months old.
Okay, so like 15 years from now, or 10 to 15 years from now, when they're getting boyfriends and girlfriends, I'm gonna wonder if you're not like having a little wee look at somebody's aura without them knowing.
Yeah, so the beauty about actually meditating and having that spiritual practice is it's eye-opening. So at that point, 15 years later, as a mother, I will be concerned and curious on how their relationships play out. But as a spiritual seeker, as a learner, as somebody who understands how life works, I will be very confident in knowing that they need exactly this partner right now in this moment in their life, because there are lessons to be learned. They have created this mock-up, if you say, a setup in their life for this person to enter and to learn really, really important lessons. So I will be at peace with that information.
Good. That's good. That's really good. That's an excellent way to think about it. So, how long have you been doing readings for then for people?
Yeah, it's been about 3 years now, a little over 3 years.
Yeah. Okay. And and so and you have the services available on your website. Yeah, I see you do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the website is set up. Yep.
Yeah, good. Okay, and there we go. So I'm gonna So what else do you want the listeners to know then?
I want listeners to know that I'm here to assist them in whichever way they need help. And a lot of my true belief is that as individuals, as humans, having this, or as spiritual seekers, having this human experience, all of the answers lie within us. So I'm not going to tell, hey, this person is acting jealous from you or this person is being mean to you. What I can offer is what's inside you that's attracting that experience. So I'm always zoning into a person's energy on why they're attracting that particular situation in their life. So it's always about our learning instead of everybody else or anybody else around us. So that's kind of my strength. The other piece is I usually don't give answers like what will happen in future. I can see your energies right now in the present and kind of say that if you continue on this path, you may attract, you will end up attracting something in your life, but what will eventually happen is people's free will. So, as psychics, we don't, or as a psychic, I don't make that determination if this will perfectly happen or something, a future is set in stone, because we all have our free wills and we can go in either direction, and energy changes every single moment. So just wanted to put that disclaimer out there.
Right. Well, and so when you do readings for people, do you do it based on a specific question, or do you prefer not to have a question, or how do you?
A question is helpful. Otherwise, the spirit will show me everything, or they will show me what's most important for them. But a question is helpful for me to actually zone into a particular area in their life.
Right. Okay. It helps speed it up.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah. And a lot of other things, I can see the energy behind the question, what specifically is causing them to ask that question. There's a lot behind that as well.
Right. Well, and that's why some psychics, they don't even want the question to begin with, because sometimes the question in itself gives a lot of information. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, and the other thing I want to say that I am a very regular person, as in like I have a day job, I have kids, I have husband, I have a family, and if I can learn psychic skills, if I can meditate, so can anybody else too. So, it's definitely within our reach to be able to initiate ourselves with these skills.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
When you were all through your life, though, when you were younger, were you did you often were you noticing already that you were already knowing things that you shouldn't have known, or picking up on stuff?
Yeah, so when I was little, the whole programming around not seeing, really blocking your third eye chakra is very strong in our culture. So, in Hinduism, they believe in gods and multiple gods and whatnot, but the connection to spirit world is definitely not there. So there was a thick layer of ignorance I was living my life under back then. So definitely wasn't seeing anything, wasn't really sure what's coming up for me in the future. But like I said, we all have free will. I don't think I was set to do this, at the beginning of my life, but I'm glad I did, and I'm glad I'm here today.
Right. Well, thank you for being here, and probably on fairly short notice. So it's very kind of you to take time out and just jump into a situation that you don't know anyone, you don't know what to expect, and so that's good. Good on you, and it's appreciated by myself and our listeners. So we have Garima here with us. She's a psychic. She will be happy to answer a specific question for you. Her website is www.spiritual-alignment.com. So go check that out, and there's some information about her over there and her services. And so thanks again for dropping whatever else you were going to do on a Saturday night for us, Garima. And are we ready to go then? Ready to take a call?
Yes,
Rima?
I am.
Okay. Very good. All right. Well, let's go get our birthday girl then. Hi, Mary Margaret.
Hello.
All
Hi,
right.
Garima.
Hi, Mary. How are you? What's your full name again?
Mary Simmons.
Mary Simmons. Okay. Hi, Mary.
Mary Margaret Simmons. Sorry.
Okay.
Can you have your headset on?
I've got mine on.
Mine is on too.
No, it's using your computer one. We hear your husband yelling at.
Oh no, he's on the phone. Okay, I'm sorry, Chris. I'll turn it off and listen.
No. We'll just leave it. Tell them that whatever he's talking about is naturally.
His brother-in-law just got taken to the hospital.
Oh well, you know what? Let's put you on hold, and we'll go with the other two, and we'll come to you last. How's that?
Gotcha. Good.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then she has time to go. I'm quite certain the problem is just that it's not using your headset mic. I still have to train you, I guess, on how to make that work right. So she'll have time to muzzle the husband by later. And so we're gonna go get Andy. Hi, Andy.
Hi, Chris. How you doing tonight?
I'm fine. How are you?
Hanging in there. We're having a little thunderstorm here, so I apologize if we get dropped or cut off or who knows.
Oh, I apologize. No worries. So do you have a question for Garima?
Yes. Hi, Larima. Nice to meet you. My name's Andy.
No. Garima. Garima.
I'm sorry. Garima. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hi, Andy. How are you?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes, I did have a question, and it's about, do you do mediumship readings, or do you prefer just a specific question?
I prefer to do psychic readings. I have mediumship skills, but I would prefer for this show to do psychic readings.
Okay, no problem. I do have a specific question, and I'm wondering, I have a pretty big meeting that is going to take place, and I don't have a schedule yet. It's either going to be June or July, and it's kind of a big presentation, and I'm just sort of wondering how it's going to go.
Okay. So before I go into your question, I want to share with you that you're showing up today as a midnight blue color for me. And that color represents, to me, as a color of transition. And I feel like you are in some sort of transition spiritually, whether it's gaining, channeling into like higher consciousness, or really becoming more aware of who you are as a human and as a spirit, and like what setup you have created for this life. There's this transition I'm seeing in like kind of being in more alignment with yourself. And the energy of your question, what I'm seeing is your third chakra is lighting up. Third chakra is our powerhouse. It's powerhouse. It makes us feel powerful internally. It is the action house of our body. And I'm seeing some fallen energy, which is more like energy of whether what I have to present will be well received, whether what I will have to say or share with audience will be considered good enough. So it's like the doubt is coming in because the doubt is on your validation and getting validation from people around you. And I see that it's leaking into your throat chakra too. So a lot of times your ability to communicate to others is also kind of gets limited by how validated you feel internally. So if you are in doubt, it kind of puts some pressure on your throat chakra and limits your ability to like clearly express what's on your mind. So I am another image is coming up. I'm seeing you on this stage, and I'm seeing you addressing a big rally of people, a huge crowd of people. I'm almost seeing you as a politician right now, but that's just figurative. but the funny part in this image is that the audience sitting in front of you, they're all babies. And the guidance the guidance I am getting for you is, Andy, to not worry about how this meeting goes and really treating your audience not as they're superior than you or they know more than you or they're up higher than you, really treating them as babies and thinking that babies don't know anything. and this is your chance to really educate them and really soothe them and really give that information. All that knowledge you have to share. They don't know any of that. So the image I'm getting is very positive, and I think the meeting will go really well. Now, it's also a test because, in moments like these leading up to June or July when this meeting will happen, really knowing when these thoughts come, are they really doubts, fears, or this is my truth, and this is not your truth. These are just doubts that creep in because of the third chakra that needs some little bit powerlifting right now and feel validated internally. But you got it all, Andy. The energy of this meeting looks great to me, and I feel like you got it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the insights around this too. That's just spot on. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and if you want, I can look a little bit more deeply around this foreign energy that I was talking about. Go ahead.
It makes perfect sense. The doubts. I mean, and it is self-doubt. Absolutely.
Yeah. If you give me just one moment, I can get more information on that too.
Thank you.
So, your mom is showing up, Andy, and looks like this whole piece around feeling validated is one of really important learnings that you have set for yourself for this lifetime. And the reason your mom is showing up looks like the agreement between you two is to really help each other out with this process. Feels like this is something she struggles with or she struggled with in the past. I'm seeing you as a little baby in her arms, and I feel like it's the same energy she carries as well. And this energy comes a lot out, especially when it's time for you to speak. So it definitely puts a lot of pressure on your throat chakra. As I was saying before, I'm seeing you as a little girl surrounded by people, like adult people, much older than you, and I'm seeing you wanting to say something, but you couldn't because you weren't sure if what you have to say is going to be well received, if they will understand, if they will find value in it. So I feel like this particular energy of doubt has been going on since a long time, actually since even before your birth, when your mom was pregnant. So it looks like some of that is her energy as well, some conditioning, and also similar issue that she struggles with as well. So this is going to be a big one for you in this lifetime. I have a good feeling about that.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, very, very accurate. Yeah, it is an issue for her as well. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you so much.
But no one is perfect. We all have our stuff to work on, and that's why we decided to incarnate on this planet, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Life, it's an adventure, as a friend of mine always said.
Exactly. But this meeting, Andy, you got it. You have it all in you to make it successful for yourself, and I see you really shining in this one. So go get it.
Thank you.
And good luck
to you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll be working and preparing here and up until the time and beyond. So thank you so much. Thank you, Chris.
You're very welcome.
Andy, thanks for calling. Take it easy.
Have a good night.
You too. Okay, then we have Lauren. We'll go with Lauren. Hi, Lauren.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Thanks. So,
Nothing much.
you have a
Really.
question?
Just same old. But my question would be, are there going to be any new relationships coming into my life shortly?
Hi, Lauren. This is Garima here. How are you today?
Hello, I'm fine. How are you doing, Garima?
Good. Thank you for your question. Let me zone in. So it will take me a quick minute.
Sure.
Yeah. So Lauren, today you are showing as a soft pink color to me, and there's like so much compassion I'm feeling with this color. There's so much heart-centeredness I'm feeling, which is really incredible to even experience and see. So as you were stating your question, my attention was drawn to your heart chakra, and I see some energy in your heart chakra, which I'm almost seeing you sitting in front of a mirror, and the picture is popping up where you're sitting in front of a mirror, and what you are seeing is not your beautiful self. What you're seeing is some older woman who has wrinkles all over her face. So my attention is really drawn towards the self-image and self-esteem aspect, and I feel like that gets in the way of finding relationships and holding on to them. I feel like there's this expectation that whoever is your partner will have to make you feel pretty and beautiful. So this is definitely not your truth. This is definitely some energy in your space which is making you not see yourself as this incredibly beautiful woman who has a lot to offer to any partner. It's limiting you in seeing yourself in full light, in full truth. And the challenge is when we have all these limiting thoughts, we attract limiting relationships, limiting experiences in our life. So I see this as the root of the issue. Let me see if there's anything that's lighting up for me. Hold on. I'm also seeing you sitting, like an image is popping up where I'm seeing you actually laying on a bed. And then there's this man who's giving you nice massage, like foot massage and massaging your legs and whatnot. So I feel like there is some expectation, which is, again, not your energy. There's some expectation energy, which kind of makes this reliance on other people or your potential partners, that there's this codependency, there's this dependency on others to make you feel good about yourself, make you take care of your body, take care of yourself for you. So when we enter any relationship with these limiting thoughts or these expectations, it's really hard for us to attract a good partner because we go with so many limitations and so many expectations. And one way that a lot of relationships get sabotaged is the expectation energy. Whenever we go with no expectation, it's so much easier for us to attract the truth of other people. And when other people have room to be themselves, it becomes easier for that relationship to flourish. So this is definitely coming up as something that I feel like could be released from your space. And the release could be easy to you. All you have to do is set the expectation that, set the intention, not the expectation. Set the intention that you don't want to have this expectation energy in your space anymore. And whoever comes in your life, you're willing to accept them the way they are, and you expect them to accept you the way you are as well. So this is what's the initial guidance is coming up. Let me see if there's anything else that's popping up. I'm seeing this beautiful garden of flowers, and there's this bumblebee, this represents you. I'm seeing this bumblebee hovering around different flowers. So I feel like the time to date other people is coming up, if it's not happening already. And I'm seeing there's this man dancing with you. So I definitely see the prospect of finding somebody very strong. Like I was saying before, just releasing this expectation energy and working on your self-image, how you see yourself, just seeing yourself as this beautiful, beautiful woman, I think will help you a lot in any relationship you choose to form.
Okay, I mean, that's true. I could use a confidence boost some of the time. I mean, like today, for example, but I mean, I'm getting there.
Yeah, and this is something, a lot of people are working on. So, we all have our challenges. So you're not alone in this process.
I never dated before, so that's interesting.
Yeah. Did I answer your question? Or do you have any other follow-up questions?
No, that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good luck, Lauren.
Have a nice night.
Thanks, you too. Okay, let's go see the birthday girl. Mary Margaret.
Isn't that better now?
It's going to be fine. As long as you're not getting a new roof put on your house, we'll be fine.
Okay.
So go ahead. Question.
Mary Margaret, I can actually just give you a quick read of what I see, and that will give you enough time to think of a question. How does that sound to you?
That's awesome. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Well, first of all, happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me see what's coming up for you, and then I can look into any specific questions. The very first thing coming up is about your uniqueness, and I'm seeing this poppy flower, and it's purple, like slight lavender color flower, and it's different than other flowers, and it's really like sticking out from the branch of this flower is sticking out from the rest of the plant, and that's kind of telling me how unique you are and how different you are from people around you. I sense this also kind of desire to carve your own path and lead your own path and do things that have not been done before and thought of before. So I definitely see that leader in you who embraces her uniqueness and the differences of thoughts very deeply. So I'm definitely seeing a lot of courage in your soul, in your human body, a lot of strength to kind of follow your own suit. And really be an example to others. So that's definitely the first thing that's popping up. Let me see. Go ahead.
No, I was just that I do crafts, and I have a lot of ideas that I haven't seen before, so that really hit home. Okay,
awesome. Yeah, I feel like this is what your spiritual essence is about, a lot of times we take birth into our families, we get a lot of conditioning, programming from the cultures we are in, from the religions we are in, from family we're born into, from the person we end up getting married, from the kids we end up having, from our siblings, you just name it. Every person around us have a lot of influence on us, unfortunately. But it takes a really aware woman, a really strong-minded, strong-willed, courageous woman to say, hey, you know what? I know what others are doing, and, let them do what they want, but I'm going to really, put up my own flag here. I'm going to really lead my own way, and I'm going to just try different things. And if it doesn't work, it's okay. You know what? I'm going to learn something out of it. So a lot of us just want to live a life which is comforting, and we want to be like others, and we want to get validation from others. So this is definitely a very unique trait I'm seeing in you here tonight.
Oh, well, thanks. That's awesome.
Yeah. Let me see what else is popping up. One thing I'm seeing you working, these days or in this moment is really trusting your intuition, and really trusting your gut feeling, trusting the thoughts that are coming to you and really going with them and not like questioning them or doubting them or thinking, I don't know if this will make sense, and not discarding these thoughts or, that keeps coming up in your third eye area. So I'm definitely saying that trusting the intuition is coming up these days.
Okay, thank you. That'll help me on more than one level.
I'm sorry?
That'll help me on more than one level.
Oh, yeah? Okay. I am tuning more to see if there's anything else that wants to come forward right now. I am also getting an image of a ship that's kind of at the shore, and a lot of stuff is being loaded and unloaded into that ship. So I feel like this time of your life, this moment, there's a lot of reassessment being done on what you want to do in life, where you want to go. This is a time of recharging yourself. This is a time of setting new goals. So there's just a lot of newness I'm feeling, the newness and energy in kind of figuring out what you want to do. And I'm seeing this little girl with an empty slate trying to draw something on it. So I'm definitely seeing this as a time of a lot of excitement in creating something new and taking steps towards something that you want to do. And you're still defining what that is. So I'm seeing that transition happening right now.
Well, I haven't been able to do too much for the last few years because my knee's really bad. And I'm hoping to get it fixed really soon. And so I was thinking about all the things that I want to do. So that's cool.
Yeah, and this gives you a perfect opportunity to really unwind, to really slow down, to really take a pause, to take a break and really assess what is it that you want to do. You have lived your life to this point and you have done a lot of things, but now what is in alignment? And the word alignment keeps coming up. It's not about finding another job or doing something mundane. It's about finding or doing something that really makes you happy. So I'm feeling that alignment is coming up now.
Awesome. Yeah, I need to meditate more.
Yeah. We all need to meditate more.
Yes, I do. Well, thank you very much, Garima.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Absolutely. Do you have any specific question for me?
Do you see anything on when I'll get my leg done?
When will you get what?
When will I get my leg done?
Your leg. Okay, hold on. So actually, before I move on, I just want to just complete my last image that I was saying. I just want to provide you a lot of validation that your thought process of assessing things and creating plans for the future, you're on the right track there. There's a lot of alignment you're thinking about, which is exactly what your soul wants you to work on. So the type of thinking you've been having, the type of planning, the type of visions you're trying to lay out is exactly what you crave for at this moment. So I just want to provide you a lot of validation on that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and let me take a look at your leg. Is that your right leg?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what's lighting up right now. Okay. It looks pretty heavily injured. Like there's just some heaviness going on. It looks like not in a good shape right now at all.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay. So I feel like this situation that you have attracted in your life, Mary Margaret, is to kind of find your inner power. I feel like this having this leg impaired right now has created a lot of pressure on your third chakra, which is your power center. Your self-esteem, your ability to feel powerful in your body. I feel like that has been limited a lot with this experience, and I feel like this energy of helplessness, this energy of whether my body can heal itself, whether I can do certain things in life. Just that feeling of hopelessness keeps coming up. I feel like the lesson for you here is to really say or feel that even though my body parts are not working exactly how I want them to work, but I'm going to open my arms, open my heart, and just receive whatever God is sending my way. And I am not going to get down by these challenges that I'm seeing in the immediate term. And I'm going to still feel powerful just the way God has created me. You know, I'm extremely powerful. I'm immensely powerful. And my body can heal itself. And I'm going to attract the right support, right doctors, right healers, right psychics, right energy workers in my life to get me back on track. But I am not allowing this experience to bog me down because my strength and my courage is just so unique, and I embrace every bit of this experience, every bit of myself. So I feel like that's like kind of the lesson that keeps coming up as I'm focusing on your leg right now.
Okay. I will try really hard. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the underlying lesson is that, and the energy is funny, Mary Margaret. The moment we overcome our lessons, the situations go away. They disappear. You know, the right we find the right people, right situations, right experiences for us to move forward because the energy has been worked upon. And I feel like this is the big lesson for you in this. Let me see if there's anything else popping up at this time around your leg. So what's coming up? I'm seeing this doctor working on your leg, and the picture that's coming up is after some procedure being done, you will be able to walk and will be more comfortable. I'm not seeing this thing completely going away, but I'm seeing this to get a lot better than what it is right now.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm getting a second opinion on it's a knee replacement that's basically broke.
Okay. Looks like you will have to care for this leg, your knee area, going forward too, like even after this, if there's a procedure. I feel like there will be a procedure in the future. And I feel like after that you will have to be careful and like take care of your leg a lot. But I see you feeling a lot more comfortable, a lot more kind of in your flow, able to do things, carry on with your life.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
You are welcome.
I'll keep you informed.
Oh, awesome. I would love to stay informed. Thank you.
Thanks, Garima. Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome, and happy birthday again.
Thank you much.
Perfect. Thanks, Mary Margaret. And so let me just park you quick. It looks like that's it for our callers. And what are you talking about? We can Skype. What are you talking about, Dan? Anyway, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play one more song and see if anybody else jumps in, and if not, then we'll just wind the show up. Okay, Garima?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, awesome.